Just to clarify, because that notion of carried shame may be new for people, can you share more about what that is? Like this
Sure.
idea of carried shame?
Yeah. So, I happened to have I was fortunate enough to get introduced to Pia Melody's developmental trauma disorder model when I went to treatment for codependence back in 1986. And the, you know, the concept of healthy versus carried shame was really eye-opening to me because again, I was young. I turned 21 in treatment. And so I had gone to treatment for codependence, when insurance paid for that diagnosis. And that codependence has had such a, it's got an ephemeral meaning to it, what people think it is. And so the concept of, healthy shame really teaching that, or learning that healthy shame gets created in the correcting process when parents are parenting and correcting a child. And so you learn, hey, it's best if I close my mouth while I chew my food. Otherwise, I'm, you know, and that's polite. And that at a certain time, hopefully, mom or dad is going to give you that little intervention. And hopefully she's, they're not going to do it in front of everybody and say, God, chew with your mouth shut for, what are you doing? And if it's done that way, that's a very shaming process. And so healthy shame, when people are out of touch with healthy shame, that they are not God, because healthy shame basically says, I'm not God, I'm imperfect, I'm flawed, I am precious and worthwhile and valuable, and I'm imperfect, and my behavior impacts other people. And if the parenting correction is done in a way, you're going to save that. You're going to have the both and that I'm precious and worthwhile, and I make mistakes. And mom and dad make mistakes, and my brothers and sisters make mistakes, and so do my teachers. And I'm just being human. I'm imperfect. Versus what happens when, in my opinion, when addicts or when people are out of touch with healthy shame, and I don't think our culture has done a real good job with this, and it's where parenting is coming from, just as far as the parenting in general. Um, when we're out of touch with healthy shame, we basically give ourselves permission to say, I'm God. I can do whatever I want, however I want to you at any given time. And and it doesn't matter because I'm your mom or your dad. And it also comes from like, it's an emotional contagion that every child is feeling the feelings. They're looking, watching, listening to mom and dad, siblings, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and how they interact, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. And so that carried shame unknowingly gets transferred and induced into a child. And most parents, there's no way for us as parents not to somehow induce shame into a kid. That's going to happen. It's about being imperfect as parents. And the difference, though, is being able to repair that, admit you're wrong, and say, I went too far. My behavior went too far. I was too loud. I was wrong. All those things that take some maturity in a relationship with yourself to be able to do and say, oh, I blew it. I really blew it. And I hear that I hurt your feelings, or I hear that I scared you, or and that takes maturity. And we don't come from a real mature society in a lot of respect.